Hey there, what's happening? I'd like to take you on a bit of a journey of curiosity and knowledge. All right? Here we go. The popular musician David Bowie had two different colored eyes, a condition known as heterochromia. This was caused by a fight in his youth, which left one pupil permanently dilated. During the Victorian era, in the 19th century, women wore tightly laced corsets to achieve a slender hourglass figure. However, doing so often led to health issues like fainting spells, digestive problems, and even organ damage. The first commercial music compact disc pressed in the United States was Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA in 1984. This marked the beginning of the CD era in music. Early fitness trackers like the Fitbit and others were inspired by pedometers, devices that date back to Leonardo da Vinci, who sketched an early version to measure Roman soldiers' steps. Martin Luther King Jr.'s iconic "I Have a Dream" speech was not initially intended to include the famous "I Have a Dream" refrain. He improvised it on the spot, inspired by gospel singer Mahalia Jackson's encouragement to tell them about the dream. The reason men's and women's shirts button on opposite sides is historical. For men, buttons were placed for ease of access to their right hand in combat or riding, while for women, it was to make it easier for maids to dress them. How about that?
Have you ever heard of heterochromia? It's a unique condition that causes two different colored eyes or different colored parts within the same eye. It can either be harmlessly given genetically from birth, or it can also develop later in life due to certain medical conditions, injuries, or medications. Interestingly, the condition is fairly uncommon in humans, affecting roughly 1% of the global population, and is much more common in certain animal breeds. Christmas trees. We've all seen them, and maybe they're a part of your own Christmas tradition. But when did this tradition start? The practice of decorating evergreen trees for Christmas can be traced back to Germany in the 16th century, when Christians began bringing trees into their homes. Maybe something you didn't know is these early Christmas trees were often referred to as paradise trees and were decorated with apples, wafers, and other sweets, symbolizing the Garden of Eden and the Christian feast of Adam and Eve on December 24th. How about that? Are you alone? If not, take a good look at the person nearby you. You know, you're both not nearly as different as you might think. Really? That's because more than 99% of human DNA is shared, with only around 0.1% variation making each person unique. This means that we are all vastly more similar to one another than different. And who said science wasn't interesting? Who doesn't love a nicely warmed-up potato or some form of them? Couch potatoes excluded. Maybe then it's not too surprising to say that potatoes are the third most important food crop in the world, after rice and wheat. An estimated 3 billion people eat them regularly worldwide and are a crucial staple food, particularly in developing countries, where they're a vital source of nutrition and livelihood. If that wasn't enough, there are over 4,000 different varieties of potatoes, which can be blue, pink, red, brown, or yellow. There are two distinct species of African elephants, the savanna elephant and the forest elephant. Savanna or bush elephants found in sub-Saharan Africa are larger and have tusks that curve outwards. The forest elephants that live further north in wooded regions are smaller in size by comparison and have straighter, downward-pointing tusks. Both species are unfortunately listed as endangered by the International Union for Conservation of Nature. Surveys estimate that approximately 415,000 African elephants are remaining as of 2025. With its immense size and diverse geography, Asia takes first place for the world's widest range of climates, encompassing everything from Arctic regions to tropical rainforests. More specifically, Asia stretches from the equator to the Arctic Circle, encompassing a broad range of latitudes, which is a major driver of climate variation, including high humidity in the southern regions, heavy seasonal rainfall, and even cold, frigid winters in the north. I'm curious now, did you know any of those, or have any comments or questions? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you on the next one.